Belmont Rugby fans, welcome back to Harris Field for this very exciting matchup between your Belmont Marauders and the Eagles of St. John's Prep. Both teams coming into this matchup hungry for a victory. Belmont at 4-0 on the season, St. John's Prep at 3-0 and a tie. Both teams strong, big, athletic, disciplined, and hungry for a win here tonight at Harris Field. I'm Peter Rosenmeier. It's a pleasure to be with you this evening. And St. John's Prep playing right to left will kick off. There it is. And Dobin took the ball in the air, and the St. John's Prep player made contact with him while he was in the air, resulting in a penalty. Jake Cornelius finds touch. So Belmont will have a line out here at the 37-yard line, playing in. Good starting position for the Marauders here. Beautiful night for rugby here at Harris Field. Not too hot. Little breeze blowing left to right here. Nothing that should affect the game too much. And Tamer with the throw. Tamer Sahey throws to the back pod. Clean off the top. Jake runs hard. Into contact. Down. Belmont rucks well. Controls the ball. There's the ball out to Max Cornelius, the number 8, playing out in the line there. Kimball gets wrapped up there, manages to control the ball. Belmont will pick and go. Kimball McMullen, the scrum half, at the bottom of the ruck, and St. John's Prep called for not rolling away. So once you've made the tackle, you need to release and roll away. And so Belmont will have the line out. Playing in here at the 10. Good position for the Marauders. Throw comes in, but it's a little high. St. John's Prep cleans it and looks to run it out. They swing it wide. Henry Thomas with a nice tackle there on the outside. Wyatt Slafani takes that kick. Runs it up. Tamer into contact. Makes the gain line. Belmont rucks well, controls the ball. Asa Rosenmeier into contact. Drives ahead. Stephen Hong, met there by a crowd of Eagles, manages to go to ground. And Belmont putting some phases together. Matt Dobin out into open field. Tackled well there by the Eagles. Belmont right at the try line. And over go the Marauders. Max Cornelius shaken up on the play, but he right back to his feet. And the Marauders score here just about the 4-minute mark. 5 points for the try in rugby. And then Max's brother, Jake, will try for the 2-point conversion. Max indeed a little shaken up on that play, comes off the field. And Subbing in for him is Alex DePamphilis, number 22. So Jake's kick is good, makes the score 7-0, Marauders. And again, as we've talked about often, unlike in American football and rugby, the team that is scored upon will kick to the team that has just scored. So again, the Eagles kicking off. Jake calling for the ball. Goes left. Breaks one tackle. Keeps his feet, drives forward. Now to ground at about the 40. Kimball delivering, nice ball there. Forwards pounded up. Henry tries to send one over the St. John's Prep 15, who manages to handle that ball well. Sends a nice kick in behind the Belmont defense. Stephen Hong spins away from him, finds a little space, up to about the 25. Belmont cleans, settles, gun-ho, runs hard. And Jake, seeing a little space behind, sends it right up the middle with a nice kick. But again, nice dummy by the St. John's Prep, number 10. Luke Rinklin. St. John Prep on the attack for the first time here. Belmont's defense has been very tough all season long. But tonight will be their biggest challenge of the season by far, with this athletic, tough Eagles team. Belmont line speed up quickly, trying to disrupt. Asa Rosenmeier brings down the St. John Prep number 13, Xavier Blaise, who had found a little space. And again, the Eagles recycling ball quickly. On the front foot now, St. John's Prep pounding it ahead. Inside the 5. Belmont meeting them. Driving them back. And Belmont called for the offside. So St. John's Prep will have a penalty here. The 5-meter line. And it'll be a scrum down to the Eagles. Belmont up quickly. St. John's Prep. Takes it in for the try. Forwards pounding it ahead. So the Eagles answer the Marauders' early try, and here with 9 minutes gone, score is 7-5, with a conversion attempt still to come. So the prep number 10, Luke Rinklin, lines up the kick, sends it through, and we're all tied up. So score is 7-7. Here with 9.5 minutes gone. And Belmont will kick off to St. John's Prep. The try scorer was the tight head prop, Ryan Albano. And the Marauders kick high, middle of the field, take it by the number 10. St. John's Prep runs it ahead, opts not to kick. And they play it out. Little bobble there, covered well by Belmont, making the tackle at the 10. And St. John's Prep clears it, finding touch at about the 37, so it'll be a Belmont line out here at the 37. Both teams scoring quickly here in the first half in what we thought would be a tightly contested match, and thus far we're not disappointed, folks. Tamara Sahay with the throw in for Belmont. Gonna go to the second pod, they get it clean. Belmont on the attack. Jake to Asa. Belmont looks to swing it wide. They do, they find space on the outside. Miles runs hard. Dobin, again, pushing the Eagles back. Asa finds a little space. Tackled there. St. John's Prep with good line speed. Jake Cornelius pushes ahead, and St. John's Prep called for offside. And I'm being joined here by my colleague David Hamer. David, awfully good to see you this evening. 7-all here with 12 minutes gone. Welcome.
Wow, that helicopter ride today just didn't get to me on time. And I've come in time for a try.
By Asa Rosenmeier.
Peter, what's this game been like so far? 2 tries to 1.
2 tries to 1 here. Belmont went down and scored in the first 4 minutes. Put together some beautiful balls. St. John's, undaunted, came right back very aggressively, marched the ball down the field, put some really nice phases together, good pressure on Belmont, and sent their big number 3 over for the try.
Wow, okay, but what a way to respond then.
Yes. Both teams showing up and with a lot of force here and a lot of determination.
Gosh, yeah, no, so St. John's Prep season's been good as well, from what you know?
Yeah, St. John's Prep 3-0 and a tie, and Belmont, of course, 4-0 in division play so far this season. So it is the last regular season game for the boys, and both of these teams will be advancing
to the playoffs.
Into the playoffs, and that seeding will take place next week, so we'll find out.
Okay.
So Jake's kick is good, making it 14-7 Belmont, and St. John's Prep will come up and kick off again.
St. John's Prep in a new uniform for this season, by the look of it, right?
I believe
the blue
so.
and white hoops, I seem to remember. Right?
I believe so.
So is the wind being a factor a little bit?
Not so much. It was blowing a little harder earlier. Asa handles the ground kick. And Dobin up hard again.
Oh, nicely kept. Good kick.
Jake sends it behind, and it is Oh, played from the try zone by the number 10 of St. John's Prep, who is out past the defensive wall of Belmont. St. John's Prep running 50 yards unimpeded down the field.
I thought waiting with the ball there was a death knell, but it was swing forward. It was that was pretty good, spectacular play. Number 10, you've probably mentioned him already quite a few times, have you?
I have Luke Rinklin. He's been quite a force so far in this game already.
Yeah, very confident on the ball. Belmont coped with that breakaway pretty well, though. And now forcing St. John's to kick through, yeah?
Here comes Wyatt Sclafani. Takes the ball into contact. Belmont support right there. And forward pod set up. Tamer Sahay hitting the wall well. Here comes Matt Dobin. Jake and Ace is away into open field.
Oh,
and the offload.
That was a great
to Billy
offload.
Christensen. Beautiful. Oh, and that ball stolen.
Okay, so holding on to that ball.
Oh, yeah. They have to release the ball when you're tackled, and the St. John Prep player did not do that, so Belmont will have good attacking position with the penalty here at the 15 or so, and Jake's going to go for points.
Wow, okay, so that's a mark of a close game and some intelligent play. Probably could do with the rest as well after those hectic 16 minutes, I guess, this team. 3 points would hugely valuable at this point. Good break there. The I guess may just in the end have overrun some of our support, but with the counter-rucking from Belmont, then also managed to trap the St. John's Prep players clutching onto that precious ball.
So Jake Cornelius lining up the kick. Of course, Jake, a senior on this team, plays for USA Rugby and along with Asa.
And that's good. Didn't seem to make the cleanest connection with that, but it still was enough to make it through the sticks.
17-7.
Okay, so what's that, halfway through this first half? So a quarter of the way game through?
Yeah, first quarter of the game is gone, and Belmont is up by 10.
That's great. Referee having a couple of questions to answer from St. John's Prep. Often the way, players just want to make sure they're interpreting the rules in the same way that the referee is. So we just need a ball.
And in the very fluid game of rugby, refs have slight variations into in how they call, particularly around the breakdown, around the rucks. And so it's really important, and you'll often hear refs communicating with players during the game, almost coaching them a little bit as to what. All right, high kick. Oh, and St. John beautifully under that one, but Asa hit him in the air.
Yeah. That's a rule that is interpreted exactly the same by every ref, more or less. So you can't tackle anybody once their feet are off the ground, unless you're, I guess you can make contact if you're also challenging for the ball and your eyes are clearly fixed on the ball, but if not, then you have to leave them alone.
And we had the same call the other way at the opening kickoff.
Oh, okay. So no excuse.
No. So St. John Prep with the line out here, playing in.
Good line.
Beautiful line out by St. John Prep. Oof. And the Eagles number 6, Nick Fietz, if I'm saying that right, runs hard ahead. There's the number 10, familiar face.
10 is staying down, unfortunately.
Oh.
That's a pity. He's getting to his feet groggily.
He seems to be shaking off whatever ailment there was. And St. John Prep out into the middle of the field. Cleans well, goes right. Grubbed through by the number 10, picked up by Wyatt. Met there by the Eagles.
Stolen. That's a pretty good getting over that ball and jackling pretty well there, St. John's Prep. That was a good tackle.
So St. John's Prep here on the front foot. Putting together some nice phases. But this Belmont defense, very stingy.
That way, exactly, just around the fringes there. I mean, often players will take their eye off the ball and let them skip through, thinking the ball was going to be passed out. But I didn't see who was. Oh, cross field.
Penalty advantage being played here.
Okay, so.
And so they thought they'd try a cross field kick, knowing that they had the advantage. And
yep. Okay, so let's see what St. John's do here. Okay, asking corner, going to the corner, asking some advice there.
Our ref is Amelia tonight. Amelia, international grade ref, who's often seen working touch. Oh, Belmont steals the ball.
Yeah. Oh, very good. I saw a coach game last week, right?
Yeah. Very, very good ref.
Okay, so.
The number 14 for St. John's Prep.
Holding
Jack
the ball
Erickson.
Up. Oh, good.
And Belmont playing the penalty advantage.
Yeah, I think in the end that,
Oh, too bad.
Not releasing. So that was a... yeah, so that was a little different passage of play. So that Belmont desperate to hold that ball up in that maul, right, to get the scrum. And then the ball popped out, so all bets are off again.
That's right. I thought she had called a penalty.
Yeah.
But you're right on the money as usual, David.
Okay, so a penalty, holding on to the player on the ground there, not letting them release. So that's a line out to St. John's Prep.
So Eagles playing in here about the 36, and again they get a nice line out.
Yeah.
St. John's Prep pounding some of their forwards ahead. A couple of phases here now.
Very similar. I mean, clearly, obviously, very similar teams with similar game plans. Peter.
Yep.
Oh, that's gone to the ground.
And Asa
wrapping
right
the man
there
up.
on that one.
That's holding on there. I mean, that was...
So, number 15 taps and goes for St. John Prep, getting it out wide. But the Belmont defense not fooled.
Nope.
Right on top of that one.
Oh, good tackle.
Asa,
that was a dominant tackle, would you call that one?
Asa tackling well in this first half. Really good defense.
Okay, here's the kick. Ooh.
Sends it high.
Max on that ball. Didn't take his eye off it, so that's Max Cornelius, number 8 today.
Yes, yep. Max.
Matt Dobin.
Done well, Matt, yep.
Okay, that's good. Okay, found the
Great
space.
kick, found space in behind.
Let's see what they're going to do this time. Oh, that's 5-yard scrum. That's not good. Okay, so there's a bit of a... Yep. Yeah,
now I think it's a goal line kick.
they not carry that ball? It doesn't matter. The ref said it's
goal line
kick.
drop kick here. So Belmont will set up as if they were going to receive a kickoff with Asa up front to try and block the kick if he can.
Sorry, I thought that had been carried over, but...
so...
Gone backwards. Ooh.
No.
Nope, not going backwards.
So, unfortunately, Henry with a little bit of a bobble there on the kickoff, and we'll have a scrum here to St. John's Prep with about 10 minutes remaining in the first half.
How have the scrums gone so far, Peter? Is this the first one I've seen? Has there not been many?
Not many, and so pretty clean handling game here, but no big surprises. Both scrums tight, low, and no clear advantage.
No, pretty matched up front.
Belmont with a little drive on this one.
I mean, dig that ball out. It's not
St.
out,
John's
so
Prep.
that is, yes, that's... Oh, okay. Well,
and
the points victory there to Belmont, but the ball still remains with St. John's Prep. That scrum's deemed to have rotated 90 degrees, right?
Yep. So in high school rugby, we'll just scrum again.
Oh, yes.
And Prep will have the put in.
Okay, that ball's got stuck again. No? Okay.
And Prep cleans it. Number 10 looking for the boot again.
Nicely captured.
Wyatt. Beautiful. Wyatt counters.
Oh, I thought that had found some space, but yeah. Good.
Oh.
Yes. Oh.
Belmont covering the ball well and forcing the St. John's Prep player to lose the ball out of bounds. He's complaining to Amelia about something, but the call has not changed.
I think fly halves are allowed to complain, aren't they? In general?
Yeah, I would.
Given our status. Anyways, good tackle, Jake.
Well,
Jake really meant that one, right?
Never known a fly half who's been wrong.
But it's good when players understand the threat of another player, right? Understood that how important it was to get to number 10. He's the playmaker for St. John's Prep.
Yes. Jake. Dummies.
Oh, nearly through there, halfway through anyway.
Rucked well by the backs.
Yes.
Comes Matt. No, Max. Forward to Asa.
It's good. We're seeing some of those little offloads again today.
Yep. And what?
Another one.
Beautiful little tip pass.
Yeah.
There.
Oh, and lost again. Something is happening. Okay, not forward. So, St. John Prep definitely done their homework on the it is the jackal, isn't it? Getting over the top of the ball and stripping it from the player before the ruck has formed. They're definitely hot on that skill. So Belmont with the ball. Good position,
Belmont
right in the middle of the park.
With the put in and split back line here. So really good attacking position for the Marauders. Wouldn't be surprised to see Max take this ball from the back of the scrum and try to create the overload.
I think that's what we said last week.
And we're wrong again. Jake.
But Jake is it.
Straight through.
Yeah. If it's one Cornelius, the other instead. So you got half of it right.
Jake, that's who I meant. Jake Cornelius with a beautiful run, finding space right up the middle and giving himself a good position for the conversion.
Good kick. I guess the not just the commentators curse, right? I mean, that's the point about rugby and why that position is so powerful for an attacking side, right? There are plenty of options, and most people probably would think of the number 8 pickup, right? They'd give you one extra player on one side of the field that way automatically, right? But instead, Belmont taking the quicker ball out and the more direct route. Jake still had some work to do, get through that, or made a gap actually, didn't he, in the defence. So, kicking front of post, 22-7 with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Great evening here, Peter. Gosh.
Beautiful evening. Nice crowd formed here, and a lot of St. John's Prep fans
Yes.
made the
St. John's
journey.
Prep?
So
Prep.
welcome to Harris Field.
Yes. Jeremy's also capturing some pictures of the cloud formations. Here's the kick, straight through the posts.
So that makes it 24-7 Marauders here with about 5 minutes left on the clock, although Amelia will be keeping her own time on the field, and it's usually fairly close to accurate on the scoreboard. But
yep. So number 10 with another chance for a restart. Got a testing kick so far, so
and they go high to the left again.
Oh
no, bounces in. Asa counters.
Lively.
Beautiful, beautiful counter by Asa Rosenmeier to win that ball back for the Marauders after it was lost. Zach Zadem carries hard. Out. Jake kicks across the field high.
Catch.
Fielded well there by St. John's Prep. The Prep player goes.
High tackle.
And a high tackle called on Belmont. Good call.
Yeah.
And St. John's Prep on the attack, trying to put phases together. And Miles recovers that ball.
Yes, that was unfortunate miscommunication there in St. John's Prep backline there.
Asa, a little bit of space there.
Sure.
Kimball digs it for Jake. Jake goes. Releases the ball, picks it up again.
He's
his
getting good at
signature
that.
move.
Yeah, it is, really is, isn't it?
And there's
out again.
Henry
Yep.
again
Yeah.
to Stephen Hong, who fends.
Stephen nearly to Max, who is over, surely.
And
wow.
Belmont with a beautiful try there. Max Cornelius scoring his second try on the evening. And the Marauders beginning to pull away a little bit here in the first half.
Yeah, they're definitely making the most of, I mean, somewhat limited chance, but absolutely making the most. And that was a turnover. Well, a slightly misjudged kick on all sides, and then the ball bobbling back into play, and then stealing that ball, turnover, and then led directly, I guess, to that play. Oh.
And again, David, as we saw the other week against BC High, Belmont playing very, very good defense, very tough-nosed defense.
Oh, gosh.
And then as soon as there's an opportunity for attack, they're right on it and playing some beautiful rugby on the offensive side of things.
Absolutely. It's telling the way in which you're able to put the offensive team on the back foot with those dominant tackles and repeated dominant tackles, right? There's seemingly no way through, and then the opposition, eventually end up making a mistake or knocking the ball on, or there'd be just being a turnover. So number 10 here has got the ball ready already, so I think he's planning something, Peter. I think he can take the kick.
I think he can take it as soon as his team is set up. Yep. So here's Jake, lines up the conversion.
And ease that one over. My gosh.
He's pretty true. So 31-7 here with about a minute and a half left. And again, the number 10 from St. John's Prep casually approaches the midfield.
Yes, Belmont were impressive in the fact that I think they noticed he had the ball and lined up, early for this. So he wanted to try to catch them out, which was a good thing to do.
And here we go again. Same spot in the field. Asa handles it well.
Ooh.
Asa powers through several Eagles right up to the 47. Zach finds some space.
Yeah,
nice run
well,
by Zach.
yes.
Beautiful. And Kimball to Jake, cross field. That ball bounces once.
Come
and
back
it's
into Belmont hand. Good tackle in the end.
Tackled into touch.
Yep.
Well, nice idea.
No, that was good. The vagaries of the rugby ball bounce. I mean, that came back at 90 degrees, or more than 90 degrees.
And Luke Wilgren taking that ball, unfortunately got tackled out of bounds, but nice play by Luke.
Yep.
So it'll be St. John's Prep throw in. They go to the back pod.
Yep.
Get it out cleanly.
Yep.
And here come the Eagles. Spun wide. Stephen Hong with a good tackle.
And out. Nice.
And Stephen wraps him up and takes him into touch. Beautiful play.
That's half time.
And that's the half. 31-7, Marauders over St. John's Prep with 35 minutes gone here. Welcome back to the second half of this MIAA Division I Boys Rugby. Final game of the regular season. The Belmont Marauders taking on the Eagles of St. John's Prep. Here at Harris Field, I'm Peter Rosenmeier here with David Hamer. David, exciting first half. Closer than the score would indicate, it felt, actually.
No, absolutely. I think if you looked at the percentages, Belmont Media should get into publishing some of those stats. Would be good, wouldn't it? St. John's Prep had a fair amount of the ball, at least, if not territory. So the score is, mighty at the moment, 31-7. Jake Cornelius with the kickoff, giving secret signals to his team.
Belmont playing right to left in this second half. SJP from left to right. Amelia, our referee, signals time is on, and we're away.
A little dink of a kick. Oh, trying to take advantage of what wind remains. Oh, that's a good kick. Oh.
Belmont quickly back on attack.
Yeah, no, that was
Jake seeing some space. Oh, tackled. Oh, he keeps his feet, though.
Yeah, he wasn't held, so he didn't need to release the ball on that one. He's got used to releasing the ball and picking up again, but he didn't need to. And he's got his knees to the ground, so...
nice play there. Dobin crashes forward. Belmont rucks the ball well.
The ball coming back.
And Jake kicks
that's
into a little bit of space. And there's a bounce.
Yes.
Picked up by Wyatt. Wyatt Sclafani into St. John Prep territory. Asa Rosenmeier.
That was good.
Breaking one tackle, but not the second. And Henry wide.
Nice ball.
Brings the ball across to Luke. And again, Max with a little tip pass. St. John's Prep.
Oh, injury, I think. No, okay. Holding on to the ball. Oh, no, coming in from the side, actually. That was, I thought that was whoever was coming in next to try to secure that ball. Again, very conscious, I think, St. John's Prep quick to try and steal that ball on the ground, right? So pretty desperate to get over the top of the ball. So good passage of play.
And St. John's Prep will have the line out here on the penalty kick. Playing in at the Belmont 48.
And
that ball tipped. St. John Prep cleans it, the number 8.
Oh, holding him up.
Asa holds him up.
Yeah.
Trying to create the turnover here. Asa steals the ball, rips it away from him.
No, I think the whistle had gone. We didn't hear it. But yes, okay, so that's great play. Holding the ball up. I mean, even if they didn't know to do it already, the various people, knowledgeable folks in the crowd and the coaches, urging them on to keep that ball in the air. So now it's a scrum to Belmont.
As we mentioned earlier, both scrums very evenly matched here. Disciplined, low. And the ball comes out to the Belmont back line. Jake tackled at the 50.
And
Jake manages to regather that ball on the attack, over the top to Dobin. Dobin inside the 10. Asa, tap pass. Out to Luke. Looks like managed to stay in bounds. Asa powers it ahead.
Okay.
And
not rolling away.
Penalty to Belmont here.
Yep, so I think they'll calm it down here.
Looks like Jake will try to find touch. And we may see Belmont try to maul the ball in here from the 5 meter. Although they do have a couple of options, including sending Dobin around the back of the line. See what they choose here.
Yeah. So you're ready for them to spin it out wide, I guess. No, it's gone to the back. Yeah.
And they do try the maul. Belmont mauling. St. John Prep defending well.
He's in. Kimbo.
Yes. Kimbo with a beautiful try off the back of the maul. Seeing the space on the left side.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And just darting that ball across the try line. Belmont scoring with about 5 minutes gone in the second half.
That was great play because he could have easily just towed the party line there and left the ball in that maul and let it rumble on, right? But he saw the space and decided to use it. Fantastic. Okay, so that's 36, yes, 36. So extra 2 points. We've got a lovely view of this here.
Jake with the difficult kick over here towards the left touch line. But Jake very sure-footed today, hasn't missed one. Hope I didn't, oh, David, I know, I'm sorry.
And we've got a lovely view here.
Yeah,
anyway,
we've got a lovely view. That's what I meant to say.
And that is not gone over.
Yes, it has. It curved back.
Yep, we
curved
weren't
back
curved
and
back,
right,
and of course
right over the
both touch
post.
judges gave that. Yes, exactly. They're standing directly underneath the post, so can look up and see the ball crossing.
So.
Okay, so that's the perfect record so far. Then that's 5 tries, 35, and 3 points for the penalty. Yep. So Mateo another chance to practice his kicking. That's another good one. Doesn't need to practice really. Oh, Max Cornelius taking that off. Stephen stepping up there to take that crash ball, joining one of the pods. Oh, that ball is out, stripped in the tackle. So
not releasing the, tackle player there.
Yep. Okay. So.
So Jake's foot trying to find touch here, and does.
So line out to Belmont.
Tim Barron's running touch here on this near sidelines. Tim, the head coach for the C squad, the third side of Belmont players. Wrapping up our season today. C squad had a very productive season. A lot of kids out, a lot of young players learning how to play the game, learning how to.
Yes, you may as well remind us how many players in the total program.
Well, Belmont has about 80 boys playing rugby
Unbelievable numbers.
this season, and 70 players on the girls' side, of course. So better than 1 in 10 students at Belmont High School are rugby players. And here comes Belmont on the attack. Oh!
Might be. That was, let's see what
knocked
she...
forward. Was it intentional is the question.
I don't think she's going to bother, which is probably good at... I mean, he clearly went for the ball. I mean, in professional, if it's go with one hand, even if you're trying for the ball and you're the last player, that might have been a yellow card, right? But it maybe didn't warrant that. It wasn't clear cut that would have been even caught by the Belmont player. So let's see. I did notice the camera's in a great position here. The niggling, as often happens, number 12 here, the scrum half for St John's Prep versus number 9. Or if the ref stays round here, there won't be so much of it. So let's see. She is. Yes, that is so funny. That,
very funny.
Yeah.
Okay, here is skip pass out to Stephen. Belmont support has been good all evening. Kimball to Asa. Out.
Max.
And again, Jake finds Dobin.
Interesting to see the stats on how many carries some of these players make, Peter. I mean, it's up in the... nice pass again. Good.
Wyatt's got wheels.
Yeah. Who's that off?
Oh.
Yeah, so came off of, I think that was ricocheting there off a couple of players. So in the end, that's adjudged to have come off a St John's Prep player before it went out. So there's a Belmont throw.
So Belmont puts five players, 6 players, 7 players into the line here. So the entire pack's up in the line. They go to the front.
Ace has cleared that one up, which is good.
And Belmont rucks. Gun-ho, gun-ho.
Oh, half a gap.
Makes good use of that half a gap.
He's on his knees, so.
And Belmont rucks well. Jake, again, out wide. Finds Stephen at pace. Offloads.
Nice, he's in. Max, yes.
And
good try.
Good try. Belmont with some very nice fluid rugby there, working the ball across the field and then bringing it back in for the try.
Oh, that was well worked. And what I noticed also, I mean, Jake knows it better than I do, Jake Cornelius, having broken the line a lot in the first half, is now looking to pass it wide while the defense is still trying to mark him to make sure that he's not going to go through any of those gaps and is leaving this space out wide. So a lovely, long, fast pass out is getting around on the side of St John's Prep. So that brings up to 43 points. Still, so far, definitely the 2 scores in this half are reflective of the play, not necessarily in the first half, but certainly in this half, Belmont have been pretty dominant so far.
Indeed. Belmont on the front foot here. Jake to try the extra 2 to make it 45-7. And Jake is perfect on the evening with the conversion kicks. So here with about 12 minutes gone in the second half, Belmont continuing to score tries. One of the mantras for the team this year, however, is humble and hungry. Trying to keep a cool head, even with a lopsided score.
Yeah.
And continue to play hard rugby.
St John's Prep is certainly more than capable of playing rugby at a similar level to Belmont, right till the end. So it's still a interesting contest for every time that one of the teams has the ball. Jake with a nice kick, but that's caught and well fielded.
Oh, thrown away there by St. John's Prep, unfortunately, but gathered. And The Eagles maintain possession. Asa again up quickly. Good tackle. Belmont. The line adjusting here. St. John's Prep had a little bit of an overload on this side of the field. Couldn't make use of it.
Oh, and stolen by Max Cornelius. I didn't see that one. Didn't see that one coming. Henry Thomas in there quickly to spread the ball out. Nice pass out of the back of the hand. Stephen Hong, we've seen a lot of him in this half.
Running well up the sideline, keeping the ball in play. Tamer ahead.
I think the ref arm is still up. Yes, I think she spotted a bit of a high tackle there, I think, actually. So, yeah.
So, the ball goes to ground, and Amelia brings the play back to the point of the infraction. Looks like Jake Cornelius is a little shaken up on the play.
So,
but he's
seems okay.
Seems okay. And Henry
good kick.
Sends the touch finder
down to the 22. 22-yard line. So, Belmont ball.
So Tamer with the throw in. And why don't we Belmont. Oh, bobbles it. Unfortunately, can't handle that one. St. John's Prep.
So playing with advantage at the moment. Oh, okay. And from the side, so penalty. Want to take
they
it
tap
quickly.
And go with the overload on the left side.
Tackle.
Good tackle. Henry Thomas with a beautiful tackle there in the open
Jake
field.
Cornelius coming up with the ball there. He stayed on his feet brilliantly there. Straight over the top of the ball.
So Belmont on the attack again. St. John's Prep unfortunately can't hang on to the ball. And the Marauders regather.
Yes.
Here's the ball to Asa. Met by a couple of Eagles. Quick hands out. Gun-ho. Good run.
Yeah, that was...
Max gives a little dummy. Finds space on the right. Belmont putting together some nice phases here. Indeed,
yeah, great
David.
phases, yeah. The ball out again to Max, who is in.
Is in. Max
Good score.
Cornelius. I think that's his fourth try on the...
Well, it certainly his hat trick.
It's third, yes.
Hat trick. Yeah, because we counted those two in the first half, right? And so far in this half, it's been...
Anyway, beautiful try by Belmont, beautifully worked, and the result of...
Kimball scored one.
Yeah.
Yep.
The result of putting those phases together, and when you can play that kind of continuous rugby back and forth across the field.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Stretching that defense. And different players having a go as well. Henry Thomas there decided, players get used to some players often passing, so take their eye off it. So Henry decided to take up the gap. He made a couple of yards, and that also helped the momentum build, right?
Indeed.
So, let's see. A similar kick to last time.
Got a good view of the kick from here, David.
Yes, yeah. I keep thinking he's going to go, and then he doesn't. And it's straight through, look. Oh!
Nope.
No, so our angle
Off
up
to the
here
right.
is we're going to have to change positions. That
We
looked
thought
like
it was a good view.
That looked like it should have gone straight through.
So Jake misses his first conversion on the evening. The score
sticks
remains
at 50.
50-7
Half
Marauders.
century is up. And we still unbelievably have, I count 15 or so, 16 minutes to go, right? So, looking for a ball. Yeah, I think...
They have one.
yeah, I think number 10 might be off the field for St. John's Prep now, I think. Yes, because that's definitely not his kick. Okay, so both teams actually bringing on some subs. I think I saw for Belmont a different number on the field, a couple of different numbers. So we'll call out some of those. 16 is on. So
Chris Miranda.
Yeah, Chris Miranda is on.
He's on for Belmont. Jake with a little chip through.
Oh. Yeah,
knocked forward by St. John's Prep. So why don't we, as Chris comes on,
oh, we've got another chance for one of these scrums. So there's another sum. So it's James McGovern coming on for Luke. Okay,
Wildren,
so
yep.
James
and
is on.
Chris is in for Max, who had a phenomenal.
Yep. Yep. So the ref's staying around this side.
Game.
My new favourite scrum.
Belmont backs
Nice.
out to the right. Henry to Jake. Jake dummies.
Oh, and
backs Ruck
yes,
well.
that's good.
Ball cleaned. Asa continuing to run hard. Moves a pile down the field.
Oh,
but
stolen.
Turned over, stolen by St.
one
John's
of the subs,
Prep.
but good tackle.
Number 18 on St.
Yes,
John's Prep.
so number 18 has just come on. That's Anthony Heichel. He's on the field. And he was tackled by another sub, 23, Ben Williams for Belmont, come on as right winger. So, Miles and Luke as wingers have done their duty for this afternoon. Oh, so it must have been, I didn't see that. Was that knocked on in the tackle?
Yeah, I believe
Belmont
so. Knocked on in the tackle. Belmont ball here at the scrum, playing out from their own 32, 33. Henry out to Jake. Jake sends it into
that
space.
might have just been.
Wyatt gathers.
Yes.
Wyatt.
Oof, what a tackle.
Tackled hard there.
Wow. Okay, that
at the
was
20. Jake to Steven. Steven sees the space. Steven
still going.
is away. Steven continues with some beautiful moves.
He's still going.
Finds Jake.
Yeah.
With the little offload. And Belmont cleans ball at the 30. Asa steps into open field. Asa rumbling. Keeps his feet, but down there at the 10. Marauders attacking. Gun-ho. Belmont. Billy Hendrickson carries.
Good
Matt
pickup
Dobin
there. That was a
met
great pickup.
and dropped.
Yeah.
Jake to Steven. Steven again. Fens. Keeps his feet. Belmont support is there. Asa, they like him in this position.
He's stretched. No,
And
a judge to have
held on to the ball, not
held
releasing.
onto the ball. So he will,
Too bad.
No, absolutely. He thought he could get away with that one, but the ref was right there. So Stephen Hong with a great run.
A couple of great runs. Yeah.
That's. we have to be talking earlier at half-time about chaos, and the miscommunication in the backs there actually, in the end, turned to a little bit of chaos, which Belmont turned to their own devices. So I guess sometimes it just whoever reacts to those incidents as the quickest is often able to profit. So we may have some more subs. Perhaps a player's getting a little bit of attention, yeah?
So we're taking a breather here, and
St. John's Prep with a chance to... It was a penalty, wasn't it? Yes, so a chance to clear their lines here.
And play resumes.
once the water's left of it. They have... Oh.
So St. John's Prep going to kick for touch.
A pretty decent kick.
Nice touch finder out to the 35. And the Eagles will have the line out, playing out.
Yep, so I think we're clearing the benches at the moment. That's in terms of getting all the subs on, not everybody charging onto the field for,
right.
for fisticuffs.
So Colin Green coming into the backs for Belmont. And
Ali Domingo as well, I noticed, was coming off a number 24. So Jackson not coming on quite yet. So we're going to have all of the players coming on, I think, at some point. Colin Green, you said, was also on.
Yep.
Yep. Getting back 10.
Oh.
Yes.
St. John's Prep bobbles it.
Yeah.
Manages to stay in bounds.
Yeah, they might have looked to the ref there as well. Perhaps they...
Oh.
His away is number 17. So a call out to Sebastian Latuski.
St. John's Prep looking to attack here at the 45. They go left. And Belmont right there with a quick line speed, good defense.
Yep. Not going too far that side. There were a surplus of defenders over that side. So bring the ball back the other way to open play. Number 19 again, so he's...
had a couple of touches.
Yeah, so...
looking good here. Belmont up again in defense.
Yes. Okay.
And not rolling away.
So, number 15 is keen to get on with it. So, taking down a halfway line. So, still up. I think he's had enough now. He's taking it upon himself to make up this score. So, number 13. Oh no, 23 says another new player on for St. John's. We don't have a 23 on our score sheet. Number 15 again. He's all over the place now. But ultimately, good defense.
Good defense by Belmont, up quickly and into the back line of St. John's Prep, disrupting and tackling well. Eagles rucking. Asa with another tackle.
It's great. Nobody from Belmont going into these rucks, Peter.
No,
once the tackle's made, that's it. Look at retreating. Oh, and stolen the ball there.
Beautiful
the ball.
steal.
Nice pass.
And Billy
Yep.
rucked clean by the forwards there. Henry sees some space behind.
Yep, and that's going to bounce. Yep.
And
yep. So that was a good kick.
Nice kick, bounced into touch, so it'll be St. John's Prep line out at the 20.
So we have, I think that's now everybody on. I think James came on, Colin Jackson, Sullivan's on, Artyom's on.
Artyom for Billy just came off.
And Jackson
Billy
Sullivan.
Hendrickson. Nice game today for Billy.
Yeah.
One of several sophomores who start on this varsity side for Belmont.
Oof. Number 17, I tell you, some of the St. John's Prep players, there's 3 of them now that have shone in this, coming on as subs. Number 17 being one of them. He put in that fantastic tackle earlier. Number 15 has got a new lease of life.
Zach there to meet him and manages to kick the ball away, but can't clear it beyond the 22-meter mark, and it'll be Belmont lineout attacking in.
Yes. So plenty new players on. Keen to. Okay, look to a move here by the look of it.
Back pod. Jack Sullivan takes it well. Ball's out. Ben Williams.
Ben Williams into
up
the line.
The middle.
Yep.
And Asa again into open field. That's not going to get stopped.
No.
Asa Rosenmeier.
That was what Asa does super well all season.
Yep. Asa and Jake, of course, playing for the USA Junior National Team in Amsterdam last year, and both hopefuls again this summer, though the team hasn't been announced.
No, but
and both going on to play for very high-level teams in college. Of course, Jake going on to play for the USA Rugby National Champs Navy, and Asa going to play for the NCR National Champs Brown.
All from a little old town in Massachusetts. But with a big rugby program.
With a big rugby program built
many
with
years.
Such over many years, since 2007, with the dedication and hard work of particularly head coaches Greg Bruce and Kate McCabe. Absolutely wonderful communities. Oh. And Stephen Hong takes the extra point.
Does, and he whacked that ball a country mile, as we would say. That was a. He
Is that
thumped
what they
that
say
ball.
in Britain?
I think they still do. I don't know what the young people are doing today. But anyway, he thumped it through the post. That's the point. He got 2 points. Asa scored a great try. Asa and Jake, what adverts for that program, Peter. And more to the point, I'm sure the coaches and you yourself would say it, having 80 kids in the program is the biggest barometer of success.
Absolutely.
A lot of kids want to play.
So that ball going just 10 meters and bouncing. Belmont not able to handle it, and the Eagles are recovering.
Is going to take it on
they
again.
pick and go.
Yep.
Yes, and one of the great advantages of having so many players is that you can really play full sides against each other in practice. And as we like to say, iron sharpens iron. So everybody has a role in lifting the whole team.
Exactly. There's an extremely strong foundation, right? And also then, and what that does to the younger players, right? Seeing Jake and Asa, right? If you're 14 or 15 and you're playing, you're on the same field as them on occasions, at practices and supporting each other. So you're amongst them, amongst giants, right? So what happened there? I missed a play. So it's 4 minutes to go. Belmont with the put in.
St. John's Prep knocked it on there at the 35, so it'll be Belmont put in.
Would you like to call this one? It's in the middle of the park. You have a good eye for these things.
Well, I thought I did, but they've been surprising me of late.
Okay.
Would like to see Chris Miranda take that ball from the back of the scrum. I think I've called it wrong every time the last 3 times. So.
Or perhaps the change of number 8 will change your luck. So the ref's seen something on the other side of the play, so she wants to go around that side and have a look.
Of course, the scrum. A lot of torque, a lot of pressure. 16 athletes come together. Now they play it straight out again. Stephen Hong to Ben.
Should be one over. There should be
outside.
one over.
Outside.
Oh, good tackle in the end. That
Wyatt
was good.
Rucked well there by James McGovern, who won that ruck
for
Belmont. Beautiful.
That really was good.
Dobin. Carries ahead hard. Oh,
Okay, so that is knocked forward.
Henry with the unfortunate knock forward, just couldn't handle that at his fingertips. And Eagles will have the put in for the scrum.
That was great. As you said, James, relatively new to this team and doing his all in that important way of securing that ball, right? That could easily have been lost. So St. John's do have the ball. Good shove.
Nice push by Belmont. Oh, but
Okay,
they drove too far.
Yeah, I think with a little bit of a...
Only allowed to drive the scrum 1.5 meters in high school rugby. I think that was the call there.
Yep. So good kick there from St. John's Prep. So really playing, obviously, for a consolation at the moment. So a couple of minutes to go. See what they can do from the back of this, and the new players in particular.
Eagles throw in at the 20, right at the 22 meter, just outside the 22 meter mark, playing in. And they clean it well, but that ball a little bit mishandled.
Yes.
And Jack Sullivan there to clean it up for Belmont. Asa again with the carry. Asa into open field. Asa fending.
Oh, out the back of his hand, but unfortunately went to great play though, great play. So, oh, that isn't going to go anywhere. So,
handled well there by Henry.
yeah, it was. So
and some back and forth play here. A couple of turnovers. Ollie carries hard. Asa wants that ball again.
He's going to need some support. Yep, there it is.
Ball pops out. Here's Ben. Shows and goes. Cleaned well. Zach Zadem. Rucked beautifully.
Ooh. Oh, time. They were going for time.
And
yes, of course. Wow.
Belmont Marauders with an absolute statement of a game, beating St. John's Prep 57-7 in a game that felt much closer than the scoreline.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeremy Meserve, as always, from Belmont Media Center. Thank you, David, for your company this evening. Thank you, fans, for joining us on Belmont Media Center. And let's go Marauders into the playoffs. We'll see you back here in a couple of weeks.
Thank you.